It is cold and rainy today, but my hair is on point for the moment. Hair product and the PNW in the fall. But damn, I look spectacular right now. Here in the parking lot of a Wally. I have to go get some stuff at a Fred Meyer today, so I'm gonna go check there. But I was driving past my Wally and they were pulling stuff out of the aisles several days ago, the last time I was here, and like making that big clearance runway of toys down the back of the store, the gauntlet. So I'm gonna go in here and jerk off. No, I'm not. Don't masturbate in public. I can't believe I need to tell you this. All right, let's go. Let's go look at toys. I refuse to park close, just for vanity's sake. Wow, somebody left their air conditioner. Always look both ways crossing the street, kids. So some fantastic news here. Still have the Stars and Stripes sets if you haven't gotten yours yet. They're still here. VW. It's not happening, but it's not happening for me. But is the Lexus. Somebody was also telling me that there is a set with another Jeep that I do not have. It's only available in the 5-packs. That's beautiful. Soup is pretty. And yeah, Beamer.
I already know how fast you want to.
set. It's growing upon me. Just for the character cars, really. But never gonna do it, so it'll just have to be a quick photo. That's fun. Circle track race cars. Nothing. I did open a treasure hunt by accident a couple days ago. I mean, it's not an accident. I meant to open it, but yeah, I opened a funny car that was actually a treasure hunt. Thank you for pointing that out, Rusty. I appreciate it, and I probably would have opened it anyway, just to be contrary. And I'm still waiting for that gold set that Andre just saw. That's pretty cool. It's like this whole set, but in gold. And still can't find that Lancer set for you, Rusty, which I'm so sorry I didn't pick that up at the time. Anyway, anything going on in Lego? I really don't know anymore, and you have to press hold for somebody to come help you out. Bags are still plenty of Shang-Chi hanging out. Let's get out of here. You cannot sell the Batman. So I bought nothing there. There was a massive humanity at the checkout lines, and I left everything. I wasn't gonna get the Matchbox anyway, so I left them in the toy aisle, but there was just not a single thing that I needed yet. Although Eternals on DVD has finally dropped to $10. So now just drop the Blu-ray to $10, please. You'll maybe get $10 out of me on that one. I still haven't seen that movie yet. I would imagine most of America hasn't. Anyway, let's go to Freddie Meyer, and then I want to call it a day. It's getting oppressively, horridly cold and raining out right now. So I want to go home, be with my wife. Let's go. Music today, by the way, is Madama Butterfly by Puccini. And just like that, they was at the Freddie Meyer. So here we are back in the lab. Ooh. Put on the lighting that actually makes it look like I'm sitting in some lighting here. So welcome back to the lab, everybody. Didn't pick up too much today. Didn't really go out looking for much. So what I found was fun. Just a couple of additions to my Jurassic Park cars, Jurassic World, whatever they want to call them. This Jeep Wagoneer, this 89 Wagoneer. I want to talk to Rusty about that because I think he said that this Wagoneer is not available down in Australia. We're going to find out about that because his box is going to be leaving our shores very soon. So we'll maybe figure out if we can get a couple of those in there for him. The other thing that I wanted to sort of talk about here really quickly was if you've seen our video from yesterday, it was a quick rundown of some of my comic books. I would love to know if anybody is interested in seeing any more of my collection as they come across my desk and become filmable. The other thing I wanted to say is that if you watch those videos, I posted a bunch of pricings that I found on Google. Generally, if you're trying to get an idea about a ballpark possibility of price, eBay is a good place to sort of get that generalization. And when you do take those prices as a generalization, always take the lowest one you can find and then figure you're only going to get about half of that. People on the internet that are selling those comic books are more often than not people who are willing to sit on them and wait and see if somebody will give them the amount of money that they're looking for. The waiting game with comic books can be an extremely long one. It can be some of the worst gambling you can make. Even in this day and age where everything is turned into a television or a film property, I need to impress upon everybody who has not necessarily dipped their toes into comic books before, don't do this as an investment. Don't ever buy nerdy things for investments. If you want return on your money, put it in a bank, put it in stocks and bonds. Gamble it rather than put it into comic books, because more than likely in your lifetime the value will raise and drop and raise and drop, and you won't ever see the perfect time to sell. The only people that are making money on comic book collections are people who are selling in bulk. And I was having a great discussion with Jonah, who is the manager at Radar Toys here in Salem. It's 1440 Lancaster Drive Northeast in Salem, Oregon. He was talking about how it really breaks his heart every time somebody wants to come in and sell their comic books for cash, because he can't ever give them what they want or what he a lot of the time feels is probably deserving. As a fan of the art form, the understanding of the value that somebody can put on one of these things is understood. But the ultimate end all be all of these things is that if you're looking to profit off of them, you're going to be sitting and waiting a long time. There are very few people who come up with a Detective Comics or an Adventure Comics or Amazing Tales, Spider-Man, or any of these Superman kind of comic book fans. You're not going to be able to put your kids through college. You're not going to straighten anybody's teeth doing this. The only reason why you should ever get into buying any kind of nerd culture is because it's something that you enjoy. And if you want to know what things have done, look at the history of video games. Look at the history of action figures. Look at the history of everything nerdish. It's pop culture. It goes up, it goes down, its value changes all the time. And just because you get an artist to sign something doesn't make it more valuable. In fact, most of the time, it lowers the comic's value to have an artist's signature on it. So if you are looking to get that comic signed by, some artists, double think that if you want to sell it. Get it signed because you want it signed and it makes you smile. Okay? The only reason to do any of this is because it makes you happy. Anyway, soapbox to the side, folks. I have taken those Metal Men comic books in to Jonah. And in full disclosure, if you sat there and tallied up the prices that were on the eBay comics and you thought that that's what I would get for turning that entire collection of 70s and Silver Age comics over, there were 13 issues, by the way, you would be incorrect. It paid for the investment, and it paid a little further. And I took it in store credit because that was the way I was going to get the best value out of it as far as I was concerned. I got $30 in store credit for those 13 issues because of their value, their rarity. $30. We are not talking about a big increase in value for some very rare issues because nobody collected the Metal Men. We're talking about stuff that was in really good shape. But after all was said and done, one was priced at $26 on eBay, something like that. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that. So don't think about it in those terms. Anyway, thank you very much for coming out here to Monkey Shine Lab. We will see what more I have for you here. We're going into the weekend. Could be meat, could be peaches, who knows. Anyway, thanks a lot. Come on back. It'll be different again tomorrow, I promise. Bye.
You people.